The Money in the Bank dangles 20 feet above the ring. And all 6 of these competitors will sacrifice life and limb to get it.
Out of the ring! What's gonna happen now?
Now that Irish whip into the barricade was of the slobber knocker variety. This is going to be action personified in this one. Anything and everything will happen. I guess he didn't achieve everything he wanted with the ladder the first time. He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight. Orton getting caught off guard. Trouble. Ow! That one definitely hit hard.
Here's the ladder again.
His opponent with the headbutt. He's bringing in the ladder. Oh!
There's the ladder again. And again, he gets pegged with the object.
CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and fists. Punk can hit you from any angle. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And at the aptly named Armageddon, there's an implied connotation of good versus evil. And that's something we're seeing played out on this stage. Oh my word! What a nasty headbutt! Reversed by the Big Show. Man, he's going to be completely black and blue before this one's over. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's in big trouble.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. And he threw a hard right hand there.
And there's the ladder again.
That'll do a number on you real quick.
And there's the ladder again.
Wow, look at that confidence. He's letting his opponent know who the boss is.
Oh, what a nasty shot with that ladder. Will you look at the evil eyes of Randy Orton? Plain and simple. The guy likes to hurt people. It's what motivates him.
And there's no way to deal with that ladder that doesn't hurt.
And an Irish whip. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
This is human chess, man. And he thought one move ahead.
Just winning. Just driving the head to the floor. Showboating.
Oh, you hear that impact? This guy's non-stop.
Oh no! That last shot busted him wide open.
He slipped out of that one.
Oh jeez!
Old Santino. This might be just about over right about now.
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's able to counter it.
Oh! Oh my word! What a slam! And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh, what incredible impact! And now a ladder's added to the mix. And he's knocked down. Now will he go for the title or dish out more punishment.
Watch it. He reversed it.
Oh, he's been knocked to the floor.
Does he realize that if he breaks the ladder, he can't use it to climb?
What a sickening thud as these two collide. And it goes running. He hits a big-time leg lock. And he turns the tide. Great matchup. A great match here.
That's resourceful.
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much. Now remember, there's no countouts in this match. No disqualification. Only one way to win, and that's to climb the ladder, retrieve the briefcase, and earn the contract to face a champion in the coming year. Oh, reversed, and now a ladder's added to the mix.
That's gonna leave a mark. Oh, God.
Like him or not, Orton's resilient. It's a genetic trait. You don't get that from training. You're born with it.
Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt.
And there's another one.
Whoa, look at this.
Again with the elbow.
Over the years, Ray's built his career on heart and guts. And now he'll need both of those attributes to survive.
There's no question that Edge possesses the physical gifts and the acumen of a top WWE athlete. But in my opinion, what gives him that little something extra is his calculating mind. Is it conniving? Yes. Is it cruel? Absolutely. But without a doubt, it's also led to tremendous success.
Got him hooked. Whoa. And there's the ladder again.
And the ultimate opportunist has had the proverbial tar beaten out of him in this. Look out. What a landing.
There's the ladder again.
And he's out of the ring again. And there's the counter. Oh, man. He's definitely in some big-time pain. No! Good Lord, what an impact! How the heck do you learn to fall off a 15-foot ladder? And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh my!
There's another smack with that object.
Wow, great reversal.
There's a good shot.
Oh no! Here it comes! Oh man, did you see that?
Well, Santino's in the ring, but his eyes are telling me he's looking for the exit. Look at the strength. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh man, he's feeling the pain shoot right through that torso right now. There's the ladder again.
Oh man!
I'm worried he might have a concussion or a stinger, but he's fighting through the pain.
Oh no! It looks like he's donned the proverbial crimson mask.
Whoever wins this fight might just win the match. Good Lord. Another shot with that foreign object. Oh, and he hits the canvas hard. The Mammoth Big Show with a gigantic heart and a will to survive here tonight.
That briefcase is just a couple of inches away. Trading soup bones 15 feet in the air.
I don't believe it.
And he's shaking. Oh, good Lord, what a fall. What a fall. Whoa, that one landed.
There's the ladder again.
Good grief.
There's the ladder again.
A sharp kick. Even though Rey Mysterio runs way south of 6 feet, no one's going to be able to pull him. In fact, the norm for Rey is the bigger the superstar, the bigger the victory. He's taking the fight to his opponent. What a backbreaker.
That elbow just leveled him.
Oh, and now a ladder's added to the mix. Big Show's hand.
Wow! What an RKO!
And there's the ladder again.
Looks like he's going for it.
Oh God, it's the sledgehammer.
And again, he moves to the outside. A kick. It's not pretty, but it's effective. Oh, good grief. What impact. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Into the ropes. Showing some disrespect here.
That's the way you do it. Nothing like the sight of your own blood to take the fight right out of you.
I think someone's looking for an advantage under that. Look out below, because one of these two is going to take a long drop.
And the sight of his own blood has completely enraged him. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Tremendous reversal.
There's the ladder again.
A big fall. And all the air might have been driven out of him.
There's the ladder again.
Oh, a sick neck break.
Oh, I feel bad for him.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. What force behind that tackle?
There's the ladder again.
Down he goes.
Whoa! You see that? What a shot!
grueling match it's been so far. It hasn't been fancy. It's been straight ahead, very intense, and very busy. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And a great counter by the Big Show.
And there's the ladder again.
This no disqualification match has been extreme. It's been painful to watch at times, but you have to admire the heart of these brave combatants. Really wearing the opponent down. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Ow! And that would definitely hit hard. My God! A thunderous blow from that sledgehammer! And now a ladder's added to the mix. Whoa, whoa. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part.
There's the ladder again. Boy, you almost feel sorry for the ladder. They have feelings too.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. Edge is often called the ultimate opportunist. He'll take advantage of any opportunity he sees, and more frequently than not, capitalize on it.
Got the sledgehammer again. These Money in the Bank matches are a human demolition derby.
Did you hear that? Rolling out of the ring. And at this point of the match, it might be time to reevaluate your strategy. And now a ladder's added to the mix. He's taking the fight to his opponent. What a back break. And now a ladder's added to the mix. What a shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this. There's no taking away from Edge's ability. Like it or not, only a handful of competitors are more accomplished than the rated R.
And that's a leg drop from a 440-pound building.
That's got to be it. No one can survive that kind of punishment. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. An arm wrench. Oh, what a shot from that ladder. Out of the ring. What's going to happen now? And he goes down hard.
There's the ladder again.
Oh, what a hit. And now a ladder's added to the mix. What an impact. I'm sure that felt even worse than it looked.
now the big show counter.
And what a shot that was by Edge. Oh! And that one staggered him. Oh, man! And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh! See? Reverse that one.
Oh! What a shot! What a shot from that ladder! Look at the strength. There's a good shot. There's the elbow. Reversed by the Big Show. Santino's dishing out the damage now.
Talk about bringing that hammer down, but good. Oh, man. Oh, man. How did he even take that?
Again, he's sent crashing to the outside.
I bet you can hear that sound all the way up, even in the cheap seats.
He's mere inches from victory in this Money in the Bank match. Wow, would you look at the eyes of the Big Show? I'm not sure what he has in mind in this one, but I can assure you that it isn't good. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He put all his weight behind that. What a tackle.
Looks like he's trying to loosen up leg muscles.
Out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
A good reversal by Punk. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh man, what a shot from that forward object. Now the chair comes into play. And there's the elbow.
This is human chess, man, and he fought one move ahead.
Oh, just throwing his opponent to the floor. What a nasty elbow. And now a ladder's added to the mix. What a hellacious impact. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Whoa, that one landed. What's he got planned with that steel chair? Oh man, what a decapitating clothesline. Ow. That one definitely hit hard.
There's the ladder again.
There's another one.
That's evil.
Oh! And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Spear by Edge.
A hard right hand.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. How to help you recover from that?
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight. CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and kicks. Punk can hit you from any angle.
There's the ladder again.
That'll do a number on you real quick.
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh! You never know what you're gonna find under the ring.
Oh! He sucked him back in off that Irish whip, and you see the results. Good Lord, what an impact!
Oh, God, that's gotta hurt.
I believe Randy Orton truly has an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eyes.
Oh, man, did you see that?
And now a ladder's added to the mix. Look out! Hit her! CM Punk lives that straight-edge lifestyle. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, and he doesn't do any drugs. He's a competitor and, quite frankly, a role model. By God, folks, that's some impact. Now the chair comes into play.
Good luck walking after that one.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. I believe Randy Orton, truth, has an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eyes. Oh!
There's the ladder again.
He slipped out of that one.
Big Show's caught him.
And there's the sidewalk slam. He's left the ring again, playing mind games with his opponent. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And the head scissors. Whew. He doesn't know where he is.
Spending more time outside the ring than in it. And there's the ladder again.
Oh, what a nasty shot with that ladder. There's the Irish whip. And now both men are down. They're putting their bodies through pure hell.
His neck and back and shoulders go right to the ground.
Oh, what's this? There's a good shot. And it gets dumped unceremoniously from the ladder. Santino's dishing out the damage now. And now a ladder's added added to the mix. Whoa, that one landed. The briefcase is within reach. This match is within seconds of being over.
Whoa! You see that? What a shot!
Now the chair comes into play. And the head scissors locked in. Now the chair comes into play.
Oh, you hear that impact? This guy's non-stop.
That's gonna leave a mark. Oh, God.
Oh, what an elbow drop. What a shot. You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
Oh man, he's picked up another chair.
What a vicious chair shot. Ow. And that was definitely hit hard. What a shot. What a shot from that ladder. A jaw dropper from Santino.
Oh man, how the hell can you recover from that?
Now the chair comes into play. And the kick. Santino sneaks out of it. And again. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Elbow connects. A stiff shot with the elbow. The elbow connects again. An elbow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. There's the ladder again. And a heads-up counter by Santino.
Again. Oh, and a nice elbow. No. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Talk about suspense. He's about to go home a winner.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. And he strikes with a quick kick. And he gets taken right off that ladder.
Oh my gosh. Put his own body on the line to deliver a massive suplex.
CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and fists. Punk can hit you from any angle.
There's the ladder again.
What an impact! I'm sure that felt even worse than it looked. At over 7 feet tall, when the Big Show lifts you up for a choke slam, you plummet over 10 feet to the ground. And again, he bails from the ring. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Got some issues with that arm.
Reversed by Santino. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He dodged that bullet.
He's got him.
That is just unfair to the human body. Unfair.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh, what a nasty shot with that ladder. Look at the strength. Oh, my.
There's the ladder again.
I bet you can hear that sound all the way up
even in the cheap seats.
Watch it. He reversed it. Oh, man. Oh, man. What a chair shot. Brings me back to the original ECW days.
He's set up in a very precarious position. Oh, man. Smash mouth facebuster. Well, Santino's in the ring, but his eyes are telling me he's looking for the exit. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's looking to do some serious damage right here.
Good grief! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot. And there's the Irish whip. What a shot. What a shot from that ladder. No! Good God Almighty! What a choke slam!
Oh, that's a serious shot there. And there's the ladder again.
Oh man, what a shot from that board object! Unloading with that kick to the midsection. And there they go again, crashing to the outside. And can you believe that impact? Here, take that edge. And there's the Hurricane Rana.
And there's no way to deal with that ladder that doesn't hurt.
And he hits the neck breaker. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Got the 10 feet in the air.
Good grief. Uh-oh. His opponent's got him now. Now the chair comes into play. What a hellacious impact. And he's rattled. Oh. Woo. Good night. The DDT, just planting, just driving the head to the floor. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh, man. How the hell did you recover from that?
And a great counter by the Big Show. Here's the arm lock.
There's the ladder again. Does he realize that if he breaks the ladder, he can't use it to climb? Dummy. There's the ladder again.
And he's dazed. And now a ladder's added to the mix. He calls his partner over. And they're looking to go to work on the opponent. There's a good shot. And Mysterio's quickness gets him out. And now a ladder's added to the mix. That's government mule-like power.
Smart thinking by Ed.
Oh, that one landed. Oh my, another big elbow. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh, what a nasty shot with that ladder. Again with the elbow. Hook's knee connects. They could be out. The elbow connects again. Oh, good grief. What impact. Oh my, another big elbow.
Here's the ladder again.
Stiff shot with the elbow.
Punk countered it.
CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and fists. Punk can hit you from any angle.
Come on, this is for the contract. Reach, reach.
Punk, one step ahead.
Oh, the elbow connects. Oh! Oh, lights out. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That'll do a number on you real quick.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, and that was got him.
There's the ladder again. And again, he gets pegged with the apple. There's the ladder again. He's in trouble.
Ow! And that one definitely hit hard. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Boy, you almost feel sorry for the ladder. They have feelings too. The cinder block fist of the Big Show connects.
He's giving it his all, but will it be enough? And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh my! That one knocked him goopier than a pet coon. Oh man! Orton escapes. Oh. Now a quick kick. He's on wobbly legs. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. Edge showing the wherewithal to reverse it. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh! This could be it. We could have our winner right here.
he's setting his opponent up for a little pain right here.
Back end of the ring. And there's the ladder again.
A kick. It's not pretty, but it's effective. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
All right, time to see what kind of toys we got under the ring.
And an opportunistic maneuver by Edge. What a fierce kick.
Now that's how you work together.
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part.
Oh man, I don't even take that.
And how in the heck do you learn to fall off a 15-foot ladder? Oh!
That kick rocked him. RKO. That's pain personified right there, son.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. Santino's dishing out the damage now. Oh, good grief. What a headbutt. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh, jeez. He lights up his chest with that chop. He almost took his head off with that lariat. There's a good shot.
Whoa, man.
Oh! And he unloads with everything he's got. There's a quick kick.
There's the ladder again.
Oh, what a shot from that ladder.
Edge has something twisted on his mind. And there's no way to deal with that ladder that doesn't hurt.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh! Look at the strength. Well, Santino's in the ring, but his eyes are telling me he's looking for the exit. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Good Lord, what an impact. Drop, compressing the spine.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. What a slam. And there's the ladder again. I saw some pretty gnarly stuff under that ring earlier. I wonder what's going to get pulled out.
from the top of the ladder to the floor. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh man, did you see that?
And there's another chair.
Look at this. We got some old-fashioned brutality right here.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. What a shot. What a shot from that ladder. And that one dropped it. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
And there's the go to sleep. Knee to the temple. There he goes again. I think someone's looking for an advantage under there.
Now the chair comes into play.
That's resourceful. That's going to leave a mark. Oh, God.
Whoa, that one landed. Look at the strength. Oh, reversed. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Caught. Back out of the ring.
You never know what you're going to find under the ring.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Clothesline.
Boy, you almost feel sorry for the ladder. They have feelings too.
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's reaching for the coveted briefcase. Can he do it?
How much punishment can that body take? Man, he's going to be completely black and blue before this one's over. Another one.
No!
This could be it. He could win this Money in the Bank match right here.
And there's the counter. What a shot. And he's knocked down. Now will he go for the title or dish out more punishment? And the high-flyer Mysterio loves to throw his body at his opponent to deliver tremendous impact. There's an elbow. Oh my. And now a ladder's added to the mix. With a big-time right.
Oh, man! He's going in for the kill. Good night. Hope hits the go to sleep. Whoa! Did you see that? What a shot!
And now a ladder's added to the mix. What a shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
Oh my God! That's got to be at least a 13-foot drop. That's insane. That's absolutely nuts. kidding me?
What an impact! I'm sure that felt even worse than it looked.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly.
Oh! God! And Edge drives his opponent face first right into the ground. And there's the ladder again.
Canvas hard. And now a ladder added to the mix.
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much.
Santino sneaks out of it. What physicality! What strength! How much force was delivered there? And now a ladder's added to the mix. CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and fists. Punk can hit you from any angle.
What a spear! That'll put your lights out permanently.
Oh, what a shot from that ladder. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
I bet you can hear that sound all the way up, even in the deep spots. And Randy gets taken down.
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's on the move again.
And he's shaken. Unloading with that kick to the midsection. Good grief. Reversed by the Big Show. Ow. And that one definitely hit hard. There's the kick.
And there's the ladder again.
And the head scissors blocked in.
Things are about to get serious here.
There's a good shot.
Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt.
I believe Randy Orton, true as an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eyes. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part.
And there's another smack with that object.
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Wow, great reversal.
Oh, that one landed.
He's able to counter it.
Ow! That one definitely hit hard.
you recover from that? He knocks him flat down with the tackle.
Good Lord Almighty. And that one staggered him.
There's the ladder again. You don't want to take too many of those.
A massive blow from that oak tree-like arm of the Big Show.
Whoa, look out!
Oh, and a shot like that can leave you concussed. And what a slumber knocker of a shot with that sledgehammer. There's a good shot. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And he's out of the ring again. Tremendous reversal. He's putting the knee to his opponent.
Watch it, watch it.
Oh man, what a shot from that foreign object.
Oh, the Big Show just crushed his opponent's ribcage with that leg drop. Ouch.
Good Lord. Another shot with that foreign object.
That elbow just leveled him. And there's the ladder again. He realized that if he breaks the ladder, he can't use it to climb. Dummy.
Whoa, that one landed. What a hellacious impact. Oh, good grief. What impact. A good reversal by Punk. That one definitely hit hard. I'm always in awe of the little masked man's feats of athleticism. He's just an incredible talent.
Oh, no.
He uses his entire body for an incredible tackle.
Ding! Reverse that one.
Oh!
And there's no way to deal with that ladder that doesn't hurt. Back out of the ring.
Oh, man! He doesn't know where he is. And he turns the tide. There's a good shot.
The Vipers caught him.
Tremendous height on the backdrop. And he threw a hard right hand there.
What a sick lariat.
a ladder's added to the mix. Look at the strength. Oh, he sucked him back in off that Irish whip, and you see the results. Uh-oh, his opponent got him now.
Evil intention in the eye of Orton.
This is human chess, man, and he thought one move ahead.
A hard right hand. There's the elbow. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh!
Big Show taken off his feet. In trouble.
Oh man, how did he even take that? Smart thinking by Ed.
Listen for the bell, because I think this match is just about over.
And he gets dumped unceremoniously from the ladder. And there's the elbow.
There's the ladder again.
Both superstars are beating the hell out of each other on that ladder.
A big fall. And all the air might have been driven out of him.
Oh, you hear that impact? This guy's non-stop.
Bam! He almost took his head off with that lariat. He hooks the leg and applies the Boston Crab. Now the chair comes into play. What a big boot. Oh, what a nasty shot with that ladder. CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, equipped with both his feet and fists. Punk can hit you from any angle. And that was a huge shot. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh! One more time. He lights up his chest with that chop. Santino's dishing out the damage now, and now a ladder's added to the mix. And he strikes with the knee, and now a ladder's added to the mix.
Back out of the ring. All right, time to see what kind of toys we got under the ring.
Now the chair comes into play. Big time impact.
There's the ladder again.
That'll do a number on you real quick. Wow! What an RKO!
He plants him down with authority. And he's trapped. Now the chair comes into play. A kick It's not pretty, but it's effective. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight.
He slipped out of that one.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. I believe Randy Orton truly has an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eyes.
And again, he gets pegged with the object. There's the ladder again.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. Now the chair comes into play, and he's dazed. Man, he's going to be completely black and blue before this one's over. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh! Well, Santino's in the ring, but his eyes are telling me he's looking for the exit.
There's the ladder again.
Whoa, that one landed. Did you see that? Now the chair comes into play. Oh! You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature.
Would you look at the power of the Big Show?
Lord, what an impact! Santino's dishing out the damage now. Ow! And that one definitely hit hard.
2-on-1 here.
There's a good shot. And now a ladder's added to the mix. That'll knock you silly. 2 times the pain on that. And the sound of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena. Oh man, what a spear! That's a tooth chipper for sure. Oh my! That one knocked him goofier than a pet coon. Here goes the Irish whip.
And there's the ladder again.
Head scissors.
That's gonna leave a mark. Oh God.
Whoa, man.
Now will he go for the title or dish out more punishment? And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh, man. Did you see that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, that one landed.
That was one of the nastiest chair shots you're ever going to see. I've seen a lot of them.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. What a nasty elbow.
619. He sent him flying with that one.
That's resourceful.
Oh, what incredible impact. Impact. God. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
I saw some pretty gnarly stuff under that ring earlier. I wonder what's going to get pulled out.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. Ow! That would definitely hit hard.
That's real bad for me.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Well, Santino's in the ring, but his eyes are telling me he's looking for the exit. Boy, did you see that? It seems he's out to win by any means necessary. There's a good shot. Irish whip. Whoa, that one landed. Oh, reversed.
Santino caught him.
Oh, my. Ow. That would definitely hit hard. He traps his opponent in a vicious armbar. There's a good shot.
He is literally inches from victory in this Money in the Bank match.
I believe Randy Orton truly has an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eyes. He's on wobbly legs.
RKO. That's pain personified right there, son.
Oh, good Lord, what a fall. What a fall.
This one is over if he grabs that briefcase.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. The suplex. The broken bodies from the ladder.
There's the ladder again.
And there's the counter.
Oh, man. Whoa. You see that? What a shot.
There's a counter by Mysterio. A hard right hand. Edge showing the wherewithal to reverse it.
There's the ladder again.
Whoa, that one landed. A hard right hand. Good grief. Look out. Oh. And now a ladder's added to the mix. What a shot. You can't take too many of those and expect to stay.
And when you look at his opponent's head, it almost snapped off.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. What an impact. I'm sure that was even worse than it looked. And now a ladder's added to the mix. From the top of the ladder to the floor. And now both men are down. They're putting their bodies through pure hell. And he's shaken. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
I bet you hear that sound all the way up, even in the cheap seats.
Ow! That one definitely hit hard. And that's a stiff kick.
There's the ladder again.
Did you hear that?
Punk countered it.
Spear! Spear! Look out! Oh! Look, there's the GTS. The go to sleep connects. And there's another one. Oh! There's a good shot.
There's the ladder again.
Oh, good grief. What impact. And again, he moves to the outside. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh man, what a shot from that foreign object. Oh, what a tackle. And that one staggered it. The kick connects.
He's got victory in mind for sure.
Orton with a brilliant count.
Edge caught him.
He's left the ring again, playing mind games with his opponent. Oh, that one landed. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. And now a ladder's added to the mix. That's got to be it. No one can survive that kind of...
Drop the dime. 619. There's the ladder again.
And a heads-up counter by Santino. There's the ladder again.
What a hellacious impact!
There's the ladder again.
What a shot! What a shot from that ladder!
And there's the ladder again.
Ow! And that one definitely hit hard. Oh, look out, look out! Oh my God! A giant-sized choke slam! I believe Randy Orton, true as an evil soul, he certainly has iniquitous eyes.
Oh, what impact from that sidewalk slam.
He doesn't know where he is. And friends and neighbors, that's one heck of a punch. There's the whip. There's a good shot. Elbow connects. Again with the elbow. Uh-oh. His opponent's got him now. And now a ladder's added to the mix. There's another one. A stiff shot with the elbow. And there he goes. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. And he's trapped. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh man, look out! Let me tell you right now from experience, there aren't too many things that'll mess up the mush more than steel steps right in your face. Wait a second, what's he doing?
Look out! What a landing!
His neck and back and shoulders fall right to the ground. Oh, no! Can't be! Suplex.
And he connects with a 619. What a shot!
And there's the head scissor.
That'll do a number on you real quick.
There's the ladder again.
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much.
Oh!
What an elbow drop. Lord, what an impact! And now a ladder's added to the mix. Whoa, that one landed. CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and fists. Punk can hit you from any angle. And a great counter by the Big Show. Punk's knee connects. They could be out. And he's dazed.
Oh, man. Did you see that?
And an opportunistic maneuver by Edge.
There's the ladder again.
That's evil.
Reversal. Reverses it.
Oh my! That one knocked him goopier in a pet coon.
Oh, God, that's gotta hurt. Whoa, you see that? What a shot.
He's in a bad spot here. Good grief! That'll shatter the anatomy.
Whoa, whoa. Wow, great reversal.
He's on wobbly legs.
Back out of the ring. I think someone's looking for an advantage under that. Uh-oh, here it comes.
Caught thinking by Ed. There's the ladder again.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. Shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this. I believe Randy Orton truly has an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eyes.
He dodged that bullet.
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
And Orton gets absolutely rocked. And there's the ladder again.
There ain't nothing cute about that. What a wicked execution.
Ow! And that one definitely hit hard. Oh, man! Now the chair comes into play.
Oh, man, look out.
No! Good God Almighty! What a choke slam! Now the chair comes into play.
Oh.
Tremendous reversal. Now the chair comes into play. What an impact! I'm sure that felt even worse than it looked.
Oh, man, heads up!
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's got the 10 feet in the air.
gets out of there. Quite frankly, that might have been his smartest move in the match. Now the chair comes into play. Oh man, what a shot from that foreign object. And now a ladder's added to the mix. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part.
Watch it. He reversed it.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part.
Oh, man. How the hell can you recover from that? Oh, man. How did he even take that? Here's the ladder again.
Here it comes! What a hellacious impact!
CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and kicks. Punk can hit you from any angle. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part.
You never know what you're going to find under the ring.
And again. Oh, what a nasty shot with that ladder. By God, folks, that's some impact.
That'll do a number on you real quick.
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Whoa, man.
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight.
He's spending more time outside the ring than in it.
And he shakes. 619. He sent him flying with that one. What a shot! What a shot from that ladder!
There's the ladder again.
A swift kick. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And down he goes. Good Lord, what an impact! believe Randy Orton truth has an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eyes. What a kick that was.
There's the ladder again.
Oh, man, did you see that?
Oh, that nearly took their head off. And that one staggered it. And now a ladder's added to the mix. CM Punk, a very disciplined superstar, quick with both his feet and fists. Punk can hit you from any angle.
There's another smack with that object.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. Irish whip.
And there's the ladder again. And now the big show count.
Hard shot with the shoulder. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Oh, jeez. Someone's voice just went up a couple octaves. Whoa! You see that? What a shot!
Unloading with that kick to the midsection. Oh, and a strong axe hand. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Good Lord. Another shot with that worn object. Well, Santino's in the ring, but his eyes are telling me he's looking for the exit.
See, reverse that one.
And there's the head scissor. And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
What a shot! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
Looks like trouble right there, I'm telling you.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. Oh my! Now that's what you call a compromising position. Oh!
There's the ladder again.
Man, he's gonna be completely black and blue before this one's over. A kick.
Good luck walking after that one.
What an impact! I'm sure that felt even worse than it looked. He doesn't know where he is. And he's knocked down. Now will he go for the title or dish out more punishment?
And there's the ladder again. just unfair to the human body. Unfair.
That's resourceful.
A hard right hand.
He's throwing his opponent around the ring like a dirty little rag doll.
There's a good shot. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And can you believe that impact? It's long distance to San Diego, but that's not going to stop him from making the call.
Drop the dime, 619. I bet you can hear that sound all the way up, even in the cheap seats. Oh, lights out.
Edge showing the wherewithal to reverse it. Swift kick. The Boston Crab is locked in, wearing down the lower back of the opponent. Oh, jeez. An elbow. Whoa, that one landed. And it goes running. Oh, what a hit.
Are you kidding me?
Oh man, what a shot from that foreign object. Ow. And that would definitely hit hard. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Look at the strength. Oh, good Lord. What force. What crippling force off that slam. Uh-oh. His opponent's got him now. How much force was delivered there? And now a ladder's added to the mix. And he goes for the leg lock. I believe Randy Orton truly has an evil soul. He certainly has iniquitous eye.
There's the ladder again.
What a hellacious impact! And he's rattled. Oh, reversed. Oh, and a nice elbow. And he's dazed. And there's the double team. Oh, that was floored. A textbook suplex. There's a good shot. And an opportunistic maneuver by Edge. Whoa, that one landed. Oh! And he turns the tie.
Back out of the ring. All right, time to see what kind of toys we got under the ring. And there's the ladder again.
Oh my! That one knocked him goofier than a pet coon.
Oh man, how to help you recover from that?
And now a ladder's added to the mix.
He's in trouble.
And there's the crab. And an Irish whip. Punk. One step ahead.
And there's the ladder again.
Ow! And that one definitely hit hard.
Up thinking by Ed.
Here's an arm lock. There's a good shot. Ed showing the wherewithal to reverse it. And now a ladder's added to the mix. Orton escapes. Oh, what a nasty shot with that ladder. Now the cheer comes into play. He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight. Here they go. Santino's dishing out the damage now.
That'll do a number on you real quick.
To the ropes. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. Again. And now a ladder's added to the mix. It looks like the tide has turned once again. My goodness, what a match. The elbow connects again. Reversed by the Big Show. Oh! Another one. Stiff shot with the elbow. Oh my! Another big elbow.
Oh, the elbow connects.
One more time. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And now a ladder's added to the mix. There's an elbow. Boy, did you see that?
That elbow just leveled him.
And there's another one.
That's going to leave a mark.
There's another one.
Oh, that elbow's got to hurt.
Again with the elbow. A big clubbing blow. The elbow connects again. And now a ladder's added to the mix. And it gets taken right off that ladder.
There's the ladder again. This is human chess, man, and he fought one move ahead.
There's the head scissors.
right with the attitude.
And now a ladder's added to the mix. Orton with a brilliant counter.
There's the ladder again.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part.
And there's the ladder again.
Good Lord! What a knife-edge chop! You can hear it echoing off the walls of this arena.
And an opportunistic maneuver by Edge. Oh! And now a ladder's added to the mix.
Execution! Huge move there!
Reverses it.
He's on wobbly legs. Santino's dishing out the damage now. And now a ladder's added to the mix. A fierce kick. What a shot! What a shot from that ladder!
Caught thinking by Edge.
And again! Whoa! That one landed. Orton wins!
Here's your winner, Randy Orton.
Mark this day on your calendar. We've just witnessed one amazing Money in the Bank match.
It was a human demolition derby, but he now has the briefcase. Will bring him the same success it brought his predecessors. Only time will tell. go. This is your Extreme Rules match. It's win by any means necessary. And he kicks out. Counter by HBK. Oh! Counter by the Cerebral Assassin. Oh! And these competitors are facing a heck of a challenge. I don't know if anyone's going to be backing down in this one.
That's resourceful.
A thunderous DDT.
Oh, I feel bad for him. He's left the ring. This could be interesting.
Now the chair comes into play. Really going to work on the arm.
And that's a painful hold. Much more, and that arm will be useless.
Now the chair comes into play. He's in the driver's seat, and he knows it. Oh!
I love it. Talk about rubbing your opponent's face in it.
I have a feeling he's about to get extreme with that trash can.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch. Oh no, not into the steel steps. That's some cruel and unusual damage being perpetrated. Oh, a stiff, and I mean stiff shot there. You want to talk extraordinary. It doesn't get any more extraordinary than that man right there. Shawn Michaels is the leader of the new generation of wrestling. He's taking his opponent to school here. Look at the strength behind those stripes. Nice reversal. A great reversal by Cena.
Got him up.
Again, no disqualification. And the superstar that knows how to break the rules the best has a distinct advantage.
Whoa, whoa.
And he goes running.
He's going for some hang time.
Vintage heartbreak kid. Man alive! Getting hit with that cane doesn't improve your chances in. Oh my! That one knocked him goopier than a pet coon. One more time. And this one's been phenomenal. The atmosphere is tremendous. What a match. Oh, man. Look at the strength. And he unloads with everything he's got. And he's dazed. Oh, what's this?
Not sure if everybody's having a good time in that ring, but you know I love Friday night.
John Cena needs to dig deep, needs to figure out a way to turn the flow of this match.
And there's a wicked shot from the bottom.
You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part, and Michaels won't quit. Sean won't quit as long as he's still breathing.
Uh-oh,
Here he comes. Triple H is so aggressive. He's just looking to punish his opponents and prove his dominance. He doesn't know where he is.
Looks like he's got a little bit more cleaning to do.
From where I sit, the showstopper's about as good as it is. Again, the steel chair comes into play.
out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
He's trying to shake off the damage.
Did you see that?
You know, I would not be surprised if we saw a welt appear where contact is made.
And there's a leg lock. This could do it. One. Who's going to survive this ride to hell? Who's got the round trip ticket and is coming back? There's the sleeper.
He could have the pin right here.
1, 2. He's on wobbly legs.
This could be 3 right here.
1.
Nice. A smart heads-up break there.
Uh-oh. His opponent's got it now. This could be it. 1, 2. Cena kicked out. Cena kicked out. He feels that was a 3 count.
Looks like he's going for it.
A shattering pedigree.
He's making a cover.
The referee better get in there and take a look at that. We may need to stop this match. Oh, look out, look out! The Big Red Machine is a 300-pound monster that strikes fear in the heart of his opponents. Cross space. Michaels has the cross space locked in. And there's a hard shot delivered by the game. He lights up his chest with that shot. Good grief. He's got an opportunity.
There's the save. How close was that?
And he's rattled. Oh, and Triple H saw it coming. Oh, tremendous reversal.
Here's the pin. This could be it.
Man, talk about a timely save. What a dirty move.
Oh, man. Heads up.
Oh, the Big Red Monster. Destructive.
He's trying to stretch out the intercostals, maybe feeling like he's got any cracked ribs.
Choke slam from hell. That's the express train to pain.
This might do it. And he's out of the ring again.
There's a metal trash can.
That's just bad.
And he's shaking. Oh, my. Over the top rope. And he almost came down on the back of his head. Big time impact. Oh.
chair. The chair's wedged into the ropes. Serious bad intentions. He could have the pin right here.
What? Nice.
A smart heads-up break there.
And that one staggered him. Oh! And there's the counter. Oh, he's been knocked to the floor. You don't want to let your opponent know how badly you're injured, but it's instinctive. It's human nature. You want to reach out to that injured body part. There's the whip.
Top of the head right into that steel chair.
Here's a move that'll have you singing soprano afterward. Oh, jeez. Someone's voice just went up a couple of octaves.
Good Lord! That trash can might be the difference maker in this match.
And he breaks up the count. My gosh, there's so much on the line here. Whoa, that one landed. And another kick to the gut. This one's turning over, folks. His opponent is in the turn. This could do it. One, two, three. And Kane gets the victory.
Here is your winner, Kane.
Momentum is so important, and that win gives him tremendous momentum for his next match.
And what a win it was. From bell to bell, these guys brought it.